Who is stronger, a 1-gram flea or a 200-kilogram gorilla? Size and power don't scale the way you think. Today we compare rhinoceros beetle, dung beetle Onthophagus, leafcutter ant Atta, flea, Hercules beetle, stag beetle Lucanus, and gorilla across lifting, pulling, carrying, and jumping. Expect tiny champs as surprising physics behind their strength and evolution. Rhinoceros beetle, lifting power. The rhinoceros beetle is a tiny power lifter of the insect world, famous for moving loads far heavier than itself. Reports vary, but many observations put their lifting and pushing ability from about 100 times up to several hundred times their own body weight. That astonishing strength comes from compact, efficient muscles and a rigid exoskeleton that transfers force directly to the legs and horns. The horn is not just ornament. It works as a lever and brace during pushing, letting the beetle flip or pry rivals with mechanical advantage. In fights, males use the horn to lift, pry, and toss opponents off branches or feeding sites. Muscle arrangement favors short, powerful contractions rather than endurance, so combats are quick and decisive. In short, structure plus leverage explain how a beetle can briefly perform feats that dwarf its size, turning form into formidable force. Dung beetle, master of pulling. Studies measuring dung beetle strength found these little Onthophagus can pull dung balls many times their own weight, sometimes rivaling larger animals in relative power. Researchers strapped tiny harnesses and tracked force as beetles hauled balls across sand and grass, revealing a mix of raw muscle and clever mechanics. Beetles use a low center of gravity, push with powerful hind legs, and brace with their head, turning the ball into a rolling load that reduces friction and spreads effort. Their leg muscles and skeletal levers amplify force, while behavioral tricks like angling the ball and using pebbles to steer keep them moving straight. Why pull such oversized loads? Transporting dung out of the messy piles secures food and breeding material, limits competition and theft, and creates safe chambers for larvae to feed and grow. In short, strength, biomechanics, and smart strategy let tiny dung beetles move giant resources, turning heavy work into survival advantage. Leafcutter ant, carrying and teamwork. Leafcutter ants can carry pieces of leaf far larger than their own bodies, lifting many times their weight with steady steps. Watching one ant is impressive, but the real wonder is the team. Workers divide tasks. Some cut and transport leaves, others tend the fungal gardens, and specialists defend the trail. That division of labor keeps the colony efficient and lets each ant focus on what its body does best. Their bodies are built for it. Compact muscles, strong mandibles, and a rigid exoskeleton transfer force efficiently to hold and balance bulky leaf fragments. On the trail, they organize into steady streams, exchanging loads, adjusting posture and pace so heavy pieces move without collapsing the route. Ecologically, this behavior matters. Leaves become substrate for cultivated fungi, cycling plant material into the colony's nutrition and shaping local plant communities. Tiny carriers, massive impact. Flea, jumping power. Fleas are tiny, but their jumps are extreme, producing accelerations hundreds of times stronger than gravity. In a single leap, a flea can clear distances dozens of times its body length, reaching surprising heights and speeds. The secret is mechanical, not muscular alone. Flea cuticle and a pad of protein act like a spring, storing energy slowly and releasing it instantly. Tiny muscles preload the system, compressing resilient cuticle until a catch releases and that pent-up energy launches the insect. This design yields massive acceleration in milliseconds, far beyond what direct muscle contraction could do. The outcome is a brief but powerful impulse that propels the flea meters per second relative to its size. Ecologically, that jump is survival. It lets fleas escape predators, reach hosts quickly, and disperse across environments with minimal effort. Evolution favored storage and release because it's efficient, repeatable, and perfect for a life spent leaping from host to host. Hercules and stag beetles, appendage strength. The Hercules beetle and the stag beetle use very different tools in the same fight for mates and territory. The Hercules relies on a long horn to pry and lift rivals, trading reach and torque for brute leverage. Its strategy is pushing and flipping, using a long lever arm that multiplies force relative to where it contacts an opponent. By contrast, stag beetles use enlarged mandibles to grip and lock, biting and holding while they wrestle. Those jaws emphasize grip strength and mechanical advantage close to the body, producing high force per bite relative to their size. In functional terms, the Hercules maximizes torque and displacement, while the stag maximizes clamping force and control. Both are sexually selected. Bigger horns or jaws win access to females by dominating rivals without deadly combat. Comparing them shows how evolution tunes appendages to different mechanical roles in the same competitive arena. Gorilla. Strength among vertebrates. Gorillas are among the strongest vertebrates proportionally, able to lift and move objects that weigh multiple times their own body mass. That strength comes from huge muscle cross-sections, short effective limb levers, and a very robust skeleton that distributes loads efficiently. Tendons and joint architecture add mechanical advantage, letting force be transmitted with stability during climbing, knuckle walking, and powerful chest blows. Socially, that strength is used more for displays, carrying infants, and defensive bursts than for constant heavy lifting. There are limits. Endurance and fine manipulation are lower than raw power, and vertebrate muscles scale differently than insect systems. Insects can lift many times their weight, thanks to exoskeletons and small-scale physics. So proportional feats differ across body plans. In short, gorillas excel at short, explosive force because of musculoskeletal design and social needs, but their dominance in proportional strength cannot be directly compared to tiny animals that exploit different biomechanics. Across species, we saw a clear pattern. Insects lead in relative strength, their exoskeletons and muscle arrangement giving outsized power for size, while beetle horns, ant jaws, and flea mechanics reveal diverse structural solutions. Behavior and ecology tune those tools, so a dung beetle rolls, a leafcutter carries, and a stag beetle contests, each shaped by scale and lifestyle. This reminds us to think in biological scales, where size, form, and strategy explain performance.